I think the players are happy playing under Otto Addo.
That some of the players had complained to him
That
they don't really like the coach. He said it. No, but you had
but that's the
technical team because they are inexperienced.
Okay.
Because your coach is inexperienced, and you are not getting the best out of the material that have.
Can Otto Addo coach the Blasters? I can say yes. Can Otto Addo coach at the World Cup? Looking at the result that we are looking for,
we've been at the World Cup 4 times.
yeah.
It was only on 2 occasions that we've qualified.
We've gone past the
yes. The first time in 2006.
So
And
it
in
means you are
2010.
setting standard. You have to-
No, and I'm saying no. Out of listen.
So
listen,
at least out of the 4, they
listen,
are probably beyond
out
the
of
boosted
4,
2 times.
We've gone.
So
beyond
that is
the
our
boosted.
standard.
So that's the standard.
That is the standard.
You don't say that's the standard if it's just half of what you've done.
So what's a budget? I had any amount spent for these 2 games. It's more than $1 million for these 2 games. But that country,
That is even after it
but
was
that
slashed.
country, you know, say, to me, share a coach
$100,000.
$1 million a year.
Look at what Kwesi Appiah is doing with the Sudanese
They've
national
not done
team.
anything.
What is the done?
They've not qualified to the World Cup.
But wait, they've not
qualified
qualified, but
to
they've had a very good qualifying series.
No,
Look at they've qualified for Africa. Are you at Africa? And are you at Africa?
Ghana is going to the World Cup.
And I can tell you for a fact, if you were in a group involving Senegal and DR Congo,
Why are you saying that? Assumption. That's an assumption.
You
everything.
You assuming. We can. That's what it is.
it's a possibility. It's not assumption.
Yeah, and there's a possibility of Otto Addo can win the World Cup. Yes.
Charlie, you're
That's why
You're
wait, sit down.
There's
You're
a possibility
saying
now.
that- Why is it not possible?
Otto Addo is not better
Dan.
than Kwesi Appiah. He's not. See,
Hey!
Can you ask me the same question?
Hello there, and welcome to another episode of the One Top Podcast, your favorite sports podcast on YouTube. My name is Josiah. You know, it's been international break for the last couple of weeks, but then the World Cup qualifiers are still ongoing. So in South America, it's done. Argentina qualified first. They were one of the first teams to qualify alongside the host nation. In Africa, we have Morocco and then also Tunisia qualifying even before the last round of games. The other teams as well, trying to push, but then it will take at least 1 or 2 games. But then we'll be talking extensively about that Black Stars performance against Mali. They won by 1-0. But then Ghanaians are really not content, or most Ghanaians, let me say, because, opinions have been sharply divided. Some are saying, yes, it's just the win that we need. So that win against Mali just pushes us further towards qualification. Others are saying, see, we are not impressed with Coach Otto Addo. What's he doing? We don't like how the team is playing. So you wonder, what are Ghanaians prioritizing? Is it the win or playing good football? But then as we speak, Ghana are still first in Group I, and Coach Otto Addo feels a bit relieved. Kwesi Zibo also played for the Black Stars. We'll be taking a look at the players' performances, and then also we take a look at the other African teams and their chances of qualification. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and then also hit on the like button. Let's also hear from you. Nigeria's fate as far as the World Cup is concerned. Yesterday, they drew 1-0 against South Africa, which means that South Africa are in pole position to qualify for the World Cup. 1 more point for South Africa, and it means that Nigeria won't be playing at the World Cup. As a Ghanaian, are you happy about that? Does that make you happy seeing Alatayao or Omo Naija, in such turmoil? But then, as usual, I'll always have my pundit, my suspect over here that I always work with. I have Nana Edu to my right, and then also Felix Romack, the Chelsea guy, to my left. I don't know, we'll be talking about Chelsea maybe later, but then today it's all about the Black Stars. Gentlemen, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
First of all, let me ask the simple question. Is it performance or results? Is a simple question.
Results.
Performance or results?
Both.
Baby.
That's
Senior, I beg. Listen.
Results.
Performance or results? Results. So we've all concluded it's results. All right. Now let me start off with you, Felix Romack. So Black Stars are on the brink of qualification to the World Cup. Now, Ghanaians are saying, most Ghanaians, honestly, I've been on social media other platforms, and it looks like some Ghanaians are still calling for the head of Otto Addo. Like, I do not understand what is happening, Felix.
Including myself.
Oh, Charlie, about this guy.
Including myself.
Hatred, right?
What is hatred?
Share hatred.
What is hatred?
Share hatred.
Oh, Massa. What is hatred? There's nothing.
So why is it that Black Stars are about to qualify? You are still calling for the head of the coach?
See,
Okay.
I look at the performance of the team
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't seen any clear identity by Coach Otto Addo. Haven't seen any areas of the team that has improved since he became the Black Stars coach or after his second coming. And for me, that is the reason why I'm calling for his sack. Because if Otto Addo should lead this team to the World Cup, I don't think he's going to add any value to the team's performance at the World Cup. Qualification looks likely we are booking it.
So how is he managing to qualify if they are not playing what they have to play to win?
If you say how is in qualifying, if it's not, see, honestly, if I have to be very honest, I'll give him a little bit of credit because he's the coach. But I can tell you for a fact that some of the performance we have been lucky.
Like which ones? Be specific.
I'm coming. Some of the performance we have been lucky because one, results in other matches have gone our way. See,
okay.
No, you should allow me to make one point. I know where you stand.
No, it's not about where I stand.
See,
but I want you to be.
I am giving you a reason. I am giving you a reason why. I'm being factual.
Yeah, being factual. That's what I'm asking you to indicate the games.
If we were even serious, his failure to win a game and qualifying to the AFCON was enough reason for us to sack him.
Okay.
That is one reason.
Okay. Right.
Secondly, I look at his team and I don't see any clear identity.
Okay.
Any clear identity.
Okay.
With his team. We were in a group which was beatable. See, the game we won against Mali in Bamako, Mali weren't in good form.
So
they weren't in good form.
Should we care about that?
No, I'm coming.
Okay.
Mali weren't in good form. Look at the other games look at the Chad game, for instance. The performance was awful. I blame the coach. I even blame the players because the way they approached the game, they played the game as if there was nothing at stake.
Okay.
Like the game was played on Thursday, right? Like a Thursday starts, like Frafra Kobobi. You understand?
Yeah.
Even in the game against Mali on Monday, look at the performance. We got the results, but we played poorly.
It wasn't.
You see, poor. We are getting away with some of the performance.
But the point is,
let me land.
No,
we are getting away with some of the performance. But I can tell you for a fact that if you look at how we've gone through the qualifiers, the way we've played with no identity, if you go to the World Cup, teams will definitely punish you.
Wow.
And you see, when a coach is not solving problems with the team, then there's a problem. I look at the Black Stars. Our entire back four, it is a problem on its own.
And how is that a problem? Let us know the problem.
Do we have a very solid back four? We don't.
And do you have any better defenders than what you've currently called?
It is not my responsibility to go and scout players for the coach.
That's what I'm asking. Do you have any better?
Do you have any better?
Yeah,
are you saying that
do you have any
best
better defender than Jiku currently?
See, I'm coming.
Okay, yeah.
If I say our defense is a problem, one, especially even our laterals, our left back, our right back. We played Caleb Renchi as a right back, right?
Yeah.
That is not even his natural position. Look at Gideon Mensah.
Okay.
Gideon Mensah has been playing because he turns to the Black Star bench and there is nobody that will come and replace him.
Okay.
So he knows that he's in a very comfortable, position. We brought in a player. And this is where I also have a very big problem with the FA.
Okay.
We brought in a player, Atakon, knowing very well that his registration to switch nationality haven't been approved by FIFA. And you brought him. He came to come, per diems will be paid. At whose cost?
Winning bonus.
He didn't play the game. He wasn't on the team sheet. I'm not expecting him to receive winning bonus.
Definitely he's part of the team that was called. The 24-man squad, he's part. So definitely with the winning bonus.
So even if you are talking about winning, why are we going to pay for a player who is not even registered?
You blame the coach for that?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said administratively, I would blame the FA and even the coach, because the coach should also ask the player that you are bringing into the Black Star Camp, is he eligible for me to select?
But do you know what he was told?
I am coming. That's what I'm saying. That you should ask the right question.
Okay.
That the player that you are bringing me Nanedu. I like him, but is Nanedu eligible to play? Because first of all, before the coach even picks up his starting 11 and his bench, the team manager will tell him, Jordan Ayew is suspended. Jordan Ayew is a booking away. So all this information will be made available to the technical team. Then you know that this and this players are available for selection. Or probably I'll have to tell this player that you need to be careful with your tackle because I might need you in the next game.
Sure.
And you are booking away. You understand? So that one, you can blame the administrators of the team and even the technical team. You understand? So I look at our left back and right back. There's problem. That is my major problem. You understand? As for Juku, solid. I like his leadership. But I am still not convinced about a couple of defenders around him. I'm still not convinced about Jerome Opoku. I'm still not convinced about Jonas Ajete. And even Salisu. Because at club level, he's not even playing game. And that should be a concern. You understand? Aside that, I look at our attack. Antoine Semenyo and then Inaki Williams.
Okay.
Nobody can tell me that they are bad players. And see, Inaki Williams, Antoine Adbomo, he still makes his chances.
Yeah.
But we are not getting the best out of these two players in the national team because they are not being coached well in the national team.
Wow.
I say that because, see, national team, when you started the podcast, the first question you asked was results or what? Performance.
Yeah.
National team, one of the most important departments is goal scoring.
Of course.
Because you need to outscore your opponent and get wins.
And I gotta do that.
And I'm coming. At the national team level, you don't have the luxury of training for so many days with the players.
Exactly.
So what you do is you ask your attackers, how well do they want chances to be created for them? And I'm telling you this because for former Black Star coaches that have come in, Milova, Coach Milo, Dukovic, and all those coaches, they had a team. We were very sure of the system they played. If for nothing at all, we all remember the one goal project. See, a player like Matthew Amoa, a player like Asamoah Gyan, our midfielders know how well they need to create chances. You know, Asamoah Gyan can head the ball, you can cross. You know, Asamoah Gyan, the ball at his feet, he can do what?
Sure.
He can score. So the midfielders were told exactly what to do, where they have to put the ball. If look at the number of times Kojo Asamoah gets a ball and then long, beautiful assist, Asamoah Gyan is there. If you look at Wakasu Mubarak, who carries our malaria goal, no, the same format. You look
that's just one goal scored out of many.
No, I'm giving you plenty scenario.
But
even Christian Achu did the same. So the coach will ask the attackers, how best do you?
But are we not scoring?
What is are we not scoring?
That's a question. Are we not scoring?
I mentioned two players.
No, listen.
Listen. I don't know why you.
How many goals?
Play
How many
devil's,
goals? Listen,
don't
listen.
play the devil's
No,
advocate.
don't play the
What
devil's.
is that? Is Inaki Williams scoring?
That's
Azim is scoring for the Blasters.
But Jordan is scoring. But Jordan is scoring.
I'm coming. Antoine Semenyo.
Is Jordan not scoring?
I am talking. So when Jordan is not scoring, it means that your team is not scoring, and that is a problem. That is a problem.
Let me bring in Addo. Let me bring in
a problem.
Let
me wrap up.
I'm enjoying the episode. I'm enjoying.
No, you are playing the devil's advocate. I understand
always
that.
on the show. I'm the devil's advocate.
And you see,
that's my name.
I know where you stand because we've had this discussion even before we got onto the podcast. So I am not surprised. So what I'm telling you is, the team, the technical team, because they are inexperienced, because your coach is inexperienced, we are not getting the best out of the material that we have. That is one reason why I'll come back to the other reasons.
I'll come back to the other reasons. I just like the point you're making. We are not scoring. We are not getting the best out of the players. Now, you also told me that you choose results over performance. And if results are anything to go by, in the World Cup qualifiers, we've played 8 games. We've drawn 1. We've lost 1. Otto Addo, 6 games. He's won 5. He's drawn just 1. In 6 games.
He's won
5.
Drawn 1.
Drawn 1. Do you still also agree with that, narrative that he's not good enough to coach the Black Stars at the World Cup?
I will answer that question in two ways. Good enough to coach the Blasters, yes. Good enough to coach at the World Cup, no.
Hey.
I'm saying this on One Top podcast for the first time. Now I'm commenting about the head coach until after the last 2 games
Of the
next
qualifiers,
month.
yeah.
That is my personal decision. I'm commenting on that. But because of the way I put the question, no. Now I'm One Top podcast at your phone, actually for the first time I'm answering this. I have a belief in life.
That's your belief, a personal
Yes.
belief in life.
Yes.
Okay.
Every stage be a need here.
Okay.
You can be good on radio.
Mhm.
It doesn't mean you can be good on TV.
Wow.
You can be good on TV. Doesn't mean you can be good on podcast.
Okay.
There are 3 different stages.
Okay.
So stage be a need here.
Mm.
That is my view.
Okay.
Playing the qualifiers,
Mhm.
playing AFCON qualifiers, playing AFCON tournaments. The standard and the level is different
Wow.
from coaching at the World Cup. So when you look at African football at this stage, when you ask me, can Otto Addo coach the Blasters? I can say yes. Can Otto Addo coach at the World Cup? Looking at the result that we are looking for, I would say no.
Why?
And his experience at previous World Cup.
Why? No, relax. So why? No, he's made his point, Felix. Let him
But I didn't say
let him
anything.
back. No, let him back it with the fact. That's why.
I didn't say anything.
You believe he can't coach at the World Cup. You've also said it.
Yes.
Nanedu, why do you think he can't coach at the World Cup?
But he's giving you the
You know,
reasons.
No, he's not said it.
Nation, 15 years ago, you were just 1 kick away from entering into the semi-final stage of the World Cup.
Mhm.
Either you go beyond that, you don't go back. And per the way who Otto Addo coaching, even in the qualifier that we are seeing, Otto Addo cannot coach the Blasters to get to that level.
Which level? Quarter-final level.
Semi-final stage of the World Cup.
No,
Unkang out of the group stage
no.
crap.
but how we've been at the World Cup 4 times.
Yeah.
It was only on 2 occasions
Mhm.
that we've
We've
qualified
gone past the
past
group
the
stage.
group stages. The first time in 2006.
So
And
it
in
means you are
2010.
setting standard. You have to
No, and I'm saying no. Out of listen.
So
listen,
at least out of the
listen,
4, they
listen.
are called beyond
Out
the
of
group stage
4,
2 times.
We've gone.
So
beyond
that
it
is our
2 times.
standard.
So that's a standard.
That is a standard.
You don't say that's a standard if it's just half of what you've done.
So it means at least you do.
Yes, you've been there before.
Yes.
yes.
As a
Mhm.
nation, we do that level. Oh,
Mhm.
could be my aim here then.
To go there or even beyond. Yeah,
Beyond
that's
that,
a-
I like that point.
Mhm.
So if to go beyond that,
Mhm.
you look for managers how make
Mhm.
no coach you to go beyond that.
Mhm.
Me want a special reservation about how we do our appointment in this country. What's a budget I had any amount spent for these 2 games? It's more than $1 million
Yes.
for these 2 games.
Yeah.
But that country,
That is even after it
but
was
that
slashed
country, no say on to me a coach
$100,000
$1 million a year.
Mhm.
Does it make sense?
Not at all.
You are going to play 2 games.
But paying 1 million, not to heckle, but paying 1 million
Mhm.
for a certain coach with the aim of qualifying to the World Cup isn't guaranteed. Even when a coach comes in, you know. No, you know.
Say
No,
the
I'm
ade-
saying, no, I'm
Ade
saying,
bi a woyɛ biara
Nanedu,
no.
no, Nanedu, wait. Let's agree.
Mhm.
We need to agree also that I could pay you, Nanedu. You are so good.
It's not
I could pay-
guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed.
Majato.
You know. Okay.
But myself just say adeɛ bi a woyɛ biara
Mm.
because who kyina dan tina the whole projection.
Yes.
Yɛte ha yi.
And they've made their projections with this kind of
Nti
coach.
my ba say
Having they-
yɛte ha yi.
Mhm.
And twam.
Mhm.
Yɛ wonde.
Mhm.
Yeah, wa ha obi na wo hu kyina da.
Exactly.
But we can project we can't just have
Uh-huh.
5 teams to win the World Cup.
Uh-huh.
You
may mention
yes,
Spain.
of
It's just a
course.
prediction.
It's
a prediction.
Why would you mention
It's
Spain?
a prediction.
Why would you
Listen,
mention Spain?
it's a prediction.
No, why?
Why
Why would
would
you
you
mention a
mention
certain
Listen,
team?
No,
I'm not going
Bolivia.
to mention Spain. Why should I mention Spain? You don't mention the teams.
Okay,
for
so
me.
mention.
And I can mention my
No, so
team. That's
mention,
the point.
mention,
But
mention.
you don't
But
mention
when
Spain
you-
for me as if I'll mention Spain.
But when you
No,
mention,
you're not getting the point. Listen, you are making it.
Went to oh,
So-
Bolivia.
No, what? No. But who said based on their projections? Who said they've not done their projections with Coach Otto Addo? And that's why they gave him a 3-year contract, because they believe that he's just the man to lead
but wait,
them there.
wait,
Why?
Nanedu,
asking
I'm
you.
coming.
Yeah.
But you, I'm surprised. Oh.
Why are you surprised?
Do you know I'm surprised are you?
Why are you surprised?
The CAT administration, which of the coaches have they appointed that
Mhm.
almost so any?
Make sure
They
the
appointed this
no.
committee.
in
They
this country,
appointed.
it
I'm
got
coming.
to a time, not me
Mm.
as the only journalist, and not me fighting other journalists because I wanted Otto Addo. In this country, everybody knows.
I
it.
agree, but what
So
I'm
what's
saying
the
is,
point? What I'm
My
saying?
point is, stage behind you're looking for.
yes,
No,
but
so,
what
so,
I'm even
so
saying
with
is,
what you are saying, you believe that after this World Cup, I'm coming.
okay,
After the qualification, per what you are saying, then it will make sense for us to just sideline Otto Addo and go in for a coach?
Of course.
A coach and the level no Otto Addo so to go to the World Cup.
And assure the coach will take us to the semi-final,
No,
quarter-final.
but in life we do projection.
No, then I'm saying so. It's without projection. You are saying that without projection, if we should sideline Coach Otto Addo after he qualifies us to the World Cup and bring in a coach who can lead us to the World Cup, to the semi-final, that's what you are saying.
Brazil is having Carlo Ancelotti now. It doesn't mean they are going to win the World Cup.
But it's
they can project, sir. With Carlo Ancelotti, they
You
can
can
go
go
far.
far.
But
Projections do not always come true. It's like prediction. So what are you saying?
Ask the host.
The devil's advocate. The devil's
the
advocate.
top 10 countries in Africa, top 10 teams,
Based
call
on
World
what?
Cup.
Based on what?
Oh, them say top 10 teams are based. Oh, the fan is teams now. Qualify.
You think Ghana will qualify?
No, I'm coming. I'm talking about the top 10 teams.
Okay. Yeah.
Eh?
Mhm.
Which of them
Mhm.
appoints Otto Addo as coach? And inexperienced Otto
Dream
Addo.
FC were in the semi-final stage of the Confederations Cup. But in recent time, the teams from Confederation semi-final cup and catch up Zito.
No!
Because they know, say, once in a blue moon, something can happen
Happen.
to somebody. Doesn't mean that is your standard.
That is the thing.
It happens in life. That is my point.
So why are you also not accepting that once in the lifetime something can happen? But I don't think you are being
But
very
say, who were
consistent.
two now?
Mhm, mhm,
Say Ghana bet to modify all us.
mhm.
And I said Bolivia bet to modify all
Now,
us.
what would
Aqua final.
uh,
And who were say Spain bet to modify all us? Aqua semi-final.
Do you have
Then they're
do
strongest.
you have the material Spain have? If you have been wait, I'm coming. Do you have the materials that Spain are having? Do you
We have.
really? Ghana has.
Yeah.
Charlie, so I'm declaring. Nane will say it. Look into the camera and say
We have.
that Ghana has got quality same as Spain.
It's not the same.
You see.
But we also have players who enter into the Spain national team, they will start.
Who?
So
No,
let me-
wait,
let me answer
I'm
you.
coming.
No,
I'm coming. You see, this is how it's getting interesting.
let me tell you.
It's become
No, no,
a better player than Kudus.
No. See, Nane,
They're playing different
Nane,
positions.
Nane,
They're not the same.
Nane,
Yes.
Nane, I want to make a point. You see, football. I don't even want us to make comparison about the material available to a certain country. But you see, when you have a very good coach, the little material that you have, he can make good use of it. When Ghana qualified for the first World Cup in 2006 in Germany, the group that we were in, the Czech Republic, where were they ranked? The Italians, where were they ranked? The Serbians, where were they ranked? We went into a group where we were the least ranked country. I wouldn't say at that time you compare the kind of players that the Czech Republic were parading against the Ghanaian team.
Didn't you have Stephen Appiah then? Didn't you have some good players then? Sami Kufuor?
You said some good players, but compare if you are making comparison.
Which players would you have mentioned from the Czech
But
team?
that time,
What
Czech
I
was
say?
second in the world.
What are you saying?
Kola.
Look at
Kola.
Kola and Asamaja at that time. I'm asking you a question. Kola and Asamaja at that
Was he
time.
more prolific than
Never and Stephen Appiah at that time. What are you saying?
Rudzinski and
Peter Cech and who? Who was that? Olele. At that
Olele
time.
was
What are you
amazing.
saying? Please stop.
Okay.
Stop it.
Okay.
But we had a coach that can get the
That is
best
the point.
out of the team. And that is what did the magic.
Mhm.
When France went to Japan, Korea as defending champion, Senegal had who? But Senegal had material. They had a very good coach. And then what? They defeated the world champion. So I don't want you to make the comparison. Does Ghana have a good team than Spain and all
That
that?
is why my point.
Coaching is very important. Sure, and I can tell you, look at Sudan. Sudan.
What have you done?
I'm making an example. Sudan are war-torn. They are struggling. I can tell you for a fact, even for the past 8-7 months, the technical team haven't been paid.
Yeah.
But look at what Kwesi Appiah is doing with the Sudanese
They've
national
not
team.
done anything.
What is they done?
They've not qualified to the World Cup.
But wait, they've not
not
qualified,
qualified
but
to the
they've had a very good qualifying series.
So
Look
that's
at
why-
and
Palace,
they've
Palace,
qualified
Palace,
for
Palace,
AFCON.
Palace,
And they've qualified for
Palace,
AFCON.
Palace,
Are you at
Palace,
AFCON?
Palace,
And are you at
Palace,
AFCON?
Ghana is going to the World Cup.
And I can tell you for a fact, if you were in a group involving Senegal and DR Congo, the World Cup, you know, go.
Why are you saying that?
Because there are better coaches there.
Who says?
There
Who
are better
says?
coaches there.
No, who says?
You think
That is why
if Tom
Felix- not make
Sliffers
us- not
had
make
started
us-
the qualifiers with Mali,
Mhm.
you would have even.
That's an assumption,
That is
Felix.
why-
That's an
Felix,
assumption.
that
They
is
are
why
better
Felix-
than your coach.
No, that's an
That is why
assumption. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Make us say
Mm.
stage bia
Mhm.
yes way.
Of course.
Ghana you call World Cup 2014.
Mhm.
The real tournament almost the best game at the World
Was
Cup
Ghana
was
versus
Ghana against Germany.
Germany.
But we couldn't qualify. So
This
it means
is the best
the
he
coach
watches-
may be good,
Nanedu.
but maybe at the level need to.
Nanedu.
That is the point. That is what I'm
Nanedu,
from.
Nanedu,
Germany
relax.
one show,
Relax.
That is
Your
the point I'm
your
coming
point is inconclusive. The point you are making, Nanedu, is inconclusive. If you tell me, say the best game of the tournament was a 2-2 draw between you and Germany, and at the end of the tournament, you ended up with just 1 point.
That is
then
what
what have you said?
say.
So what?
That
yes.
is what I say. Ebia na yenya coach beyond that coach.
Nanedu, and maybe if you
Beyond
and
what
maybe
we
if
saw.
you had that coach, maybe you wouldn't have even played a 2-2 draw with Germany. You would have lost.
So
No, Nanedu, get it right. Projections are not defined results. Let's get it. No,
You are the host of the show.
I'm the moderator. I'm the moderator.
So please.
So
please.
let me.
Do you know what? I want you to also voice your opinion. Because from what it stands, it looks like you are happy with Otto Addo.
No, it's not like
So
no.
give our viewers
I
your reason.
asked you. I asked you
We've
before.
answered you.
We-
Me, I'm not saying
before the
anything
show
again.
started, I asked
Me,
you. What you? Wait.
about
so-
you're comfortable with Otto Addo. I
No,
didn't say
Nanedu,
that.
Me, I want
I
you
spoke
go.
about the stage.
Nanedu.
Qualified.
Let me ask
Of
you.
course.
Let me
I
ask
don't
you.
have problem.
Let me ask you
By
something.
World Cup, no.
Nanedu, let me ask you. Has there ever been a time where a coach has coached a team throughout a tournament to the final, and then the employers of that team will wake up, or the management of that team will wake up and say, no, we've made our projections. You are good just for the qualifiers. You are not good for the final. So we'll allow you to coach in the final. We'll bring another coach. Has there been ever a time you've heard this thing before?
Even in tournaments, because it means
No,
start coaching tournaments.
wait.
MS5.
Nanedu, listen.
MS5
He's
is
giving
the
you
head
an
coach
answer.
in the
Nanedu,
league.
listen. Oh, no. You getting it wrong. No. Nanedu, please. We are educating. Please listen. I said, has there ever been a time that one single coach has been able to manage to qualify a team to the final of a tournament, and then the management of that team wakes up and says, you were only good for qualification, you are not good for the final itself. Have
You
you?
may not know the reason.
No,
but they've been changes.
Nanedu,
Every tournament, they change the coach.
listen. Why was MS5 Jack? What's his name? The Cote d'Ivoire coach sacked.
Yeah.
Why was he sacked? Because he didn't win a single game in the group stages.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He lost to. He won only one, and they qualified as the last best third place team.
Yeah.
He didn't qualify to the final.
Yeah.
But you think if he had qualified them to the final, they would have said he's not the right man for the job, and they would have brought in another. That's what I'm saying. You follow football for a long time. Tell me when in the history of the game, one coach has been able to lead a team to the final of a tournament, and then the management of that team says you are not good enough for the final.
That is why I'm saying they can change you, but the reason may not be out.
You should know. If you are saying you are here trying to justify why Coach Otto Addo is good for qualifiers and not for the World Cup. The same tournament he's playing the qualification for. And I'm asking you. Relax.
Stephen Keshi was fired.
For what?
Qualifying Nigeria to the World Cup. He was fired.
What? Wait.
Morocco for coach. Valid.
Yeah,
He's still their head coach.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm talking.
The one who played the qualifier.
Yes.
Yeah.
2 months to the World Cup. He was,
Relax.
what is what you asking?
No, relax.
Even the Spanish national team, the coach that Real Madrid appointed, they took a different coach to the tournament.
See, an
No.
example
Who
say.
qualified them?
Wait,
The-
an example
No,
say in tournament, the coach. You ask, say, Coach Ben qualify team B
to the final of a
And I'll
competition.
give you an example. Stephen Keshi was fired.
What was his record?
What is
What's
your
his record?
record?
We are asking
He
the question.
qualified the team.
Is
You are
it-
not asking
Yeah.
whether
Which tournament did he qualify to?
he qualified Nigeria to their last World Cup. He was fired.
Relax.
Morocco.
Before the World Cup.
Before the World Cup, Morocco fired Valid
For-
3 months
for-
before the
3 months before
the
what?
World Cup. When he had qualified the team.
On what basis? On what basis?
Now you're asking for
Yes, that's what I'm asking. On what basis? Because we are here talking. There's a context that you think Coach Otto Addo should be fired because he's on the verge of qualifying to the World
so
Cup.
now, see, you ask a question, which coach has been fired? You didn't say which coach has been fired due to performance. That is, and then you said something.
That what?
Otto Addo's performance at the World Cup qualifying stages has been good. But the standard now,
What's the standard?
you asked a question.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
asking
asking you, what's the
stop in
standard?
that. Let me finish.
I'm sorry. Go on.
Nanedu told you, say, what qualify for World Cup. But the qualifying series is a different level at the World Cup. So the fact say, Ebia, you've been good at the qualifiers.
Doesn't mean-
The appointing FA can tell you, you have been good for us at the qualifiers, but we think the standard at the World Cup level is different. So we can't go with you.
Should we also change the players because the World Cup standard is quite
That
different?
is why.
Should we? I'm asking you. Wait.
Yes.
Should
Some
we-
will play
Yes.
No,
qualifiers,
wait.
What are you saying?
No, why don't you change the entire? If you are changing the coach,
Master,
why
you are
don't you
not- you are
change
not being
the
objective.
players?
You are
No,
surprised.
no.
You
Be
see,
objective. No. Listen,
not-
you can't tell me.
you-
No. Listen. You can't tell me a coach will take care of a team and qualify for a tournament, and you end up telling me that the coach is not good enough, and the players are good enough.
No. Why is it that when teams not getting results, they sack coaches, but not the entire team.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
But sometimes they sack.
but you-
I
I'm
know they sack players too.
You cannot sack the entire player.
You don't know what is. You know what you say. You sack.
bring some
No,
to leave-
Yeah.
no.
you
It's a
bring
simple
some.
question I'm asking.
No,
That
but from the question you are
No, no,
asking,
listen,
you are trying
listen.
to say, why don't we sack all the players? You
no,
shouldn't
listen,
even say
listen.
that.
It's in context.
We
Listen.
can go
You
to the
are-
World Cup. Then our man is playing the left back.
And he
We
will
can go
play.
to the World
That's-
Cup
that's-
and
that's-
into the stars.
that's-
and Blasters. We can go to the World Cup. Then another midfielder is pairing
that's
with
an
Fati.
assumption.
We
That's
can
an
go to the
assumption.
World Cup.
You
another
everything.
striker
You
is
are
playing.
assuming. We can. That's what it is.
It's a possibility. It's not assumption. It
Yeah,
is a
and there's a possibility
But
Otto
what
can win the World Cup.
Eh?
Yes.
Charlie, young point show.
That's why you
Yeah,
going?
for
Sit down.
sure.
Sit down.
There's
You
a
are telling-
possibility
you are
now.
telling- Why is it not possible?
That what?
Otto cannot win the World Cup. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Have your microphone. Sit down. All right. Now let's move on, gentlemen. Now,
But we
wait,
have coaches in the system Ghana can contact.
to do what?
We
To
have
do what?
a lot of good
To do
coaches,
what?
better
At least
coaches.
for a
replace-
short term.
And
Jose
yes,
Mourinho come on board. For a short term, they have other coaches in the system who can come on board for a short term, maybe 6 month contract.
And
Take
what
us
do you
to
want
the
from
World
me?
Cup.
No, wait. What do you want from?
Take us to the World Cup.
And
After
do
the
what?
World Cup, you move on.
No, wait.
We have other coaches.
Wait. Nanedo, I'm asking you. He should just take you to the World Cup. So imagine we bring in Jose. Jose, take us to the World Cup.
Yeah.
What are we expecting from Jose?
We'll set a target for those.
And what if Jose doesn't meet the target?
Then you fire him.
Then you fire him.
No, Charlie, God. Then
What is
then
that?
why are you going? Why are you
Our
going?
coaches are hired to be
Like,
fired.
what is this? Like,
Ah,
come
what
on,
is-
you guys do football, and this is what you're telling me.
Ah, what are you saying?
Are you kidding me?
But you
See, let
sit
me-
there crying, say,
It's
sack
okay.
the hand.
It's okay. Are
You
you
said
are
sack
telling
the
me
hand.
that?
What are you saying? What
No,
are you
listen,
saying?
you are telling me that we should just hire Jose Mourinho just for a 6 month period,
Yeah.
just to the World Cup.
Yeah.
Then we set a target. What's the target? I want to know where should he get?
Depending on what the
Where
FA
should, no,
and the
let's say
government need-
no.
want.
Based on you mentioned Jose, so it means you have faith in him that he's a good coach.
Yeah.
Where do you want him to take us to? I want to know.
Maybe our target is, to be in the final four.
Can you ask me the same question? Can you ask me the same question?
Hey,
Can you ask me the same?
hey,
Can you ask me the same question?
Hey, last one. Hey.
Can you ask me the same question? Master, can you ask me the same question?
No, I'm not asking you.
But then I have my opinion.
No, no.
See.
Arsene Wenger,
I have
take us to
seen.
the World Cup.
I have.
After the World Cup,
Nanedu.
Zinedine Zidane, take
Nanedu.
us to the World
Nanedu.
Cup. After the
I
World
have
Cup,
seen.
Charlie, this
it's a
is
project.
This is the strangest
I
thing
have
I've heard.
seen. I have seen Otto Addo with the Blasters
Mm.
at the World Cup before.
And
It was not a very good
have you
performance.
have you
Let me finish.
have you seen the
We
Champs
were-
at the Euros
I'm coming.
before?
We were not impressive. We did not get out of the group stage.
Okay.
So I don't want another Otto Addo and Blasters at the World Cup.
Mhm.
He's done well, qualified, fine.
Mhm.
But I think that there are better coaches
Like
that can work with the
Like-
materials
like
that we have.
like
Let me finish. Better coaches
Mhm.
that can. So even if you want a Ghanaian, Otto Addo
Mhm.
is not better
done.
than Kwesi Appiah. He's not. See, he has
I
no.
said it
Hey,
all.
he has no
Hey.
experience. When you talk about
The
experience,
bala is
See,
working. People are confessing.
if
People
you are-
are-
if you are not making me talk and you are shouting,
No,
then
no,
I shouldn't be on
no,
the podcast.
no, you are.
Make my
talk.
point.
You talk.
There is no way you can sit somewhere
Mm,
and say Otto Addo
mhm.
and him coaches and Kwesi Appiah.
Okay.
Otto Addo,
Mhm.
why are Kwesi Appiah
Did Kwesi
assistant?
Appiah win a game at the World Cup?
What is Kwesi Appiah win the game
No,
at
it's
the
a
World
question
Cup?
I'm asking.
What is Kwesi Appiah?
Didn't we?
But if you talk about experience, you want to compare Otto Addo.
If
What is experience?
always Did a trick. Pep
What
Guardiola
are you
wouldn't
saying?
have come from where he came to become.
What are you
That's
saying?
what I'm saying. I'm asking
Yes,
you. Did he
you
win
need
a game at the World Cup? It's a simple question.
You need
Mm.
as a coach,
Mm.
you need games, you need
Mm.
experience.
Chris Hughton
Hey,
is more experienced.
Tom Stenfest, the Malian coach.
Mm.
Would you say Otto Addo ever experience share?
But he's not. He's beating him. He's beating him.
What is his beating?
He's beating him.
So if you've beaten
Is Mali
him,
going to the World Cup?
if you
Is Mali going to the
you
World
are,
Cup?
you are not asking logical questions.
No, is Mali going
That's
to the
what
World
I'm
Cup?
What are you saying? Are you saying say? Are you saying say? Listen, no. Are you saying say?
Mhm.
Ebia, Brighton.
Mhm.
Brighton played you City in the league, right?
Yeah.
And they beat City.
Fabian Hazard.
Would you say their coach is better than Pep because he beat him?
But if he's able to win the league, he's better.
Oh, I'm asking you a question.
Ah,
Would you
wait.
say he's better than him?
No, are we not going
because
to the
of
World Cup?
beating?
Are we not going to the World Cup?
If you are talking about what's the name? Otto Addo winning a game at the World
Yes,
Cup.
and he's going to
Did
the
he
World
win the
Cup.
World Cup? Did he win the World Cup?
He won the game. Where you went?
So,
What did you
so
do?
let me ask you a question.
What did you do?
makes what makes Otto Addo better than Kwesi Appiah?
Currently, he's going to the World Cup, and Kwesi Appiah is not. Let's continue, gentlemen. Let's continue. Enough of the. But you can also have your say on this Coach Otto Addo issue. It's still an ongoing discussion. Some Ghanaians are, almost Ghanaians
But
are
you
torn
don't
between.
forget, I'm not saying Otto Addo is no good.
No.
I
Now you've
said
made
he's
your point.
not good enough for the World Cup.
He's
Me,
not
I've
good.
said it. He's not good.
He's not good. You said it. It's
Otto
okay.
Addo-
Don't be scared that you are saying Otto Addo is
Camera,
not good. You are not the first
camera,
person to say.
camera.
Capture him. This guy said.
Me. I've said it. Otto Addo
Yeah.
is not good.
Yes.
He won't add any value
But
to the team when we go to the World Cup.
he'll be
He's
on
not
record. The first man ever to lead Ghana to consecutive World Cups. The first man ever. And Ghanaians are proud of that. Now, Nana, do you think the players are happy playing under Otto Addo? You look at the mood of the players, you think they are happy. We've spoken about performances. Ghanaians are getting the result. But you think when you are very close to some of the players, you speak to them. Do you think he's someone they respect and, they love playing for?
Not all of them.
Okay.
I think it's a 50-50
But
situation
they
that
told
we
the
find
minister.
ourselves
They
in.
told the minister.
Some of the
How much catch a minister? though?
the minister said it,
Yes.
That.
but the players have not talked about that
But
matter.
the players
Okay,
can
but
say it.
which players do you think? Can you name some of the players you believe, based on your checks and findings, that you think they are not happy playing for Coach Otto Addo?
I think it will be unfair to the players.
No.
mentioning their
You
names.
if
Mentioning their names.
if you say it's 50-50, perhaps there are one or two players you think. And
Oh,
it's
they are more than 10
the other day,
players.
we saw in that game against Mali, we saw Jordan Ayew. I don't know if it's also an indication that maybe perhaps he's not happy playing under Coach Otto Addo. But after that substitution, whatever he did,
For
over there,
Jordan, I know he's okay working in any other coach in the Blasters.
he's okay.
Yeah, any coach in the Blasters, including Otto Addo himself.
Okay.
But some of the players, they are not comfortable
Status.
with Otto Addo.
Or-
Status.
Mm.
They are not comfortable with Otto Addo.
Okay.
Some of them too are okay
Mm.
because they've worked with him before in club football.
Mm.
So players need to be comfortable with Otto Addo. Some of them, they are not okay with them. So I think it's about the football association sitting down with the core players, the key ones, the leaders of the team. Or maybe some more questions. We are moving to the next stage.
Mhm.
We went to World Cup. Your first two World Cup, we were able to go out of the group stage. Edu, quarter final, 1 of 16. The last two, you didn't qualify from the group stage. So what should be the next line of action for us? You have a good team. I was watching the team. I know my boy against Malino.
Yeah.
Players on the bench. We have players on the bench. They will be playing in the Champions League this particular season in Europe.
Mhm.
The best club competition in Europe. They'll be
Okay.
playing.
And
Kamal Adin was on the bench. There are other players who are on the bench.
but he had a shot.
So it tells you we have quality players both on the field and players on the bench and players who didn't even get called up into the national team.
Exactly.
So you will need a coach about bringing the best out of these players.
Mhm.
That is one thing that we need.
Okay.
I don't think any local coach can coach this current Blasters team to the level that we are looking for.
Okay.
So I'm not for Kwesi Appiah or Otto Addo
Mm.
for the World Cup.
Mm.
But when you're talking about AFCON, AFCON qualifier, World Cup qualifier, friendly games, we have those kind of coaches in this country. Even Prosper Netogun can coach the Blasters at that
Really?
level.
Really.
But when you're talking about the World Cup, there is a reason why you need, A+ players,
And A-listed
A-
coaches.
players,
Mhm.
B+ players,
Mhm.
B- players at that stage.
Okay.
There is a reason why you need A+ coaches.
But how many of these coaches do we have on the African continent? Like you're saying, how many before Felix comes in?
Yeah.
How many of these countries? We know Walid Regragui came from nowhere. He was coaching one club side in Morocco. All of a sudden, Congo Blues. How many of these
in
coaches?
football,
Mm.
in two ways.
Mm.
Sometimes Ubetumenya A+ coach,
Mhm.
but they have a lot of B+,
Mhm.
B- players.
Mhm.
They will deliver for you.
Okay.
Sometimes you can have a lot of A+ players,
Mhm.
but B- coach,
Mhm.
they will deliver for you.
Mhm.
But when you find yourself in a situation now,
Mhm.
both the playing body and the technical team, you don't have a lot of A+ players and A+ coaches at the technical bench. It
Mhm.
can affect you in a tournament.
Okay.
So some of these countries know almost A+ players, but they don't have an A+ coach.
Mhm.
So that one may be
So
working
which
for them.
which of the countries are we
A country
looking
like Senegal,
Mhm.
they have more than 5 A+ players
Mhm.
in their
at?
team
They have more stars than Ghana.
than Ghana
Okay.
because there is Papi Sarr. He will enter into the Blasters team and start.
Mm.
There is Lamine Camara. He will enter into the Blasters team and start.
Wow.
There is Boulaye Dia.
Mhm.
There is Nicholas Jackson,
Mhm.
Sadio Mane,
Mhm.
Khalid Koulibaly,
Mhm.
Papi Cis,
Mhm.
Eduardo Mendy. These are players, when they enter the Blasters team, they will start.
Okay.
You get my point?
Mhm.
Maybe the only players I can guarantee them starting place in the Senegal team will be 3 players.
Mm.
Alexander Djiku,
Mhm.
Thomas Partey, Mohamed Kudus.
Okay. Not even Jordan Ayew start.
No. depending on the position that Jordan plays from. As a striker,
Will he start?
no.
Okay.
So it tells you a lot of A+ players than us.
Mm.
But maybe we may have the opportunity to have coaches at that level than maybe Senegal.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm not emphatic on that.
Okay.
So you need both to get the result that you are looking for.
So we have a B+ team and a B+ coach. That's what
Yes.
you're saying. Okay.
But if you have A+ players, we have 5 in our team.
Mm.
You can get a B+ coach and you get a
But
result.
you wouldn't put even
the
Coach
B
Otto
plus
at the
depend on the comparison you are making.
Okay, but Felix, let me ask you.
yeah.
Let me bring you in quickly. We are talking about the moods of the players and their relationship with Coach Otto Addo, and we are asking if these players are happy playing, because it looks like most Ghanaians are not happy with the coach. But you think the players themselves, the playing body, are happy with the coach?
Let me tell you something. If for nothing at all, I know Jordan is not happy.
Why?
He's not happy because, and you see, the reason why I personally think Otto Addo is not experienced is even with the way he managed the captaincy.
Okay.
And that's at that point, Jordan didn't like it. Because, and that was when he gave Mohamed Kudus the captain's handband. You see, there is nothing wrong when you decide, so there is this good player in the team. I want to give him the captain's.
World Cup qualifying.
Yes, you see, there's nothing wrong when you say, oh, I see Mohamed Kudus, I want the best out of him. Let me give him the captain's handband. But what you do is, because they are senior players in the team, you have to consult them. Oh, call Juku, call Jordan, call Dede,
Call Pate.
call Pate and say, you know what? Today, I want to give the captain's handband to Kudus because I want to get the best out of him. And listen to their opinion. Even if they all tell you, say, oh, yes, there's no problem, give it to him. Read the room. They might tell you, say, yes, but they are not okay
The
with
mood of the players.
Yes, will tell you, oh, yeah, coach, let's give it to him. Kudus is on form. He's a star boy. But if you read the signal and realize, then you have to do what? Stop. So I think that the decision to give that captain's handband, most of the senior players in the team did not like it.
Okay.
And that is why
And the Kosi and AFCON.
Yes, and that is why he admitted that it was a bad decision he took and had to travel to England to go and meet with Jordan and then trash things out. And Jordan was given the captain's handband.
Okay.
You understand? And like you said, you saw Jordan's reaction even after our game against Sudan, the one we lost in Morocco. Was it Libya or Morocco?
Yeah.
And after that, you saw Kwesi Appiah even talking to Jordan.
No,
and
that was
coming-
at Accra Sports Stadium.
No,
Yeah.
away.
That was a draw.
That
was a draw.
There was one game away.
That was Libya.
That was Libya.
Libya then you lose, you know.
Yes.
Accra then you ball draw. No.
Yes, but Mika Libya then after the game, and look at Yapon game, no, there was some issues. I don't know if you guys, it was even caught on camera. But so you see, my issue is there are players in the team, especially the senior ones. As for the junior ones, they can't complain. And even before the minister got vetted and appointed, he said it, that some of the players had complained to him that, that they don't really like the coach. He said it. No, but you had
but that's the minister's.
no, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you see,
Those are his
the
words.
position of the minister, I don't just want to believe that the minister just came out.
No, I think
But probably still the players have not said anything about that.
No, what I'm saying is the players, it will be difficult for you to come and say
But
this in public.
what
But what I'm saying is the position of the minister.
I want to look at the percentage of players. Like let's
No,
put,
as for the percentage
because
of,
if you say the
Let
players,
me tell
it
you
looks like
something.
we are generalizing and
Let me
making
tell
it look as if
no,
all
no.
the players.
You see,
You tell me
that
Jiku is
is
not
why
happy with
that is why I made
the coach.
See, that
Yeah.
is why for me,
Calibre is not happy with
I'm
the coach.
coming.
Yeah,
And then that's why I said Jordan might be one of the players who was not.
But now he is.
That's what I'm saying. And I give you a reason because of the captaincy issue. But now he's the captain. And you see, the way the captaincy was handled, that is why I believe Jordan wasn't happy. But now that issue is gone and affected our AFCON
partial
chance.
captain and a permanent captain.
Yeah, he's a captain.
It's a captain for now.
He's a captain.
That's-
Until he comes, but
comes
he's a
and
new
comes.
captain. He's been announced as a new captain.
Yes,
so
he's
no
been
one cares
announced.
if Dede comes or not. Yeah,
You
he's still
understand?
the captain.
But then again, that is why I also said that I couldn't give you a percentile of players that are, but I said the senior players in the team. And we all have to agree, say, within the team, every player has his, how do you call it, association or constituency. You understand? And it is normal. Even in our normal workplace, you have people you normally sit, hang out, and talk. It doesn't mean you don't like the other players as well. You understand? Tournaments, travel, players in Buwa because they play PS together. They are always together in camp. It doesn't mean say they don't like the other players. You understand? So I won't say they are divisions, but there are different groups within the team, and sometimes it can happen. But what I'm saying is, see, we really need a united front if our national team has to go forward. And I'm saying this because one time when we organized the Ghana Football Hours, that was last year, when Kudus won it, he called Kamal Dean on stage in Fatau, and he spoke about unity. It is very, very important. You understand? But like I said, I want the players to understand that even if you don't have a very good technical bench, and I can tell you, our technical team is inexperienced, including the coach. Sometimes the effort of the players.
Behind your head coach that when the career muda.
That is so the inexperience at the bench. Yes, the inexperience at the bench, no, and also Mbaye. But we also want the players to come and play for the team. Ball any chat boy, no. I don't even want to put all the blame on Otto Addo, but look at the performance of the players. Ebimu nambo nti say she inform who. You can't tell me say in the game against Mali. Look at Sibo. Call up Nyanfreno. It was late because Elisha Wusu prior, but he came in and look at the performance he gave. So we also want to the players to show us the desire. Say this is what they wanted, to do. They want to fight for the country, and that is it.
Interesting.
You understand?
Right.
Because without the unity and without them going all out to fight, it will always be difficult.
But it's not so evident that the desire is there now. Maybe against Chad, the pitch is not good. We don't want to get
And you see,
injured.
it is also important that we also talk about some of their performances and let them now players on
Some
social
of the
media.
players, Omaba Blasters it's like Omaba holidays.
That is the thing.
It's one thing that we need to find.
You
out.
And
understand?
which players? That's why it's good.
Let me
You
tell
see,
you something.
That's why you
Let's
need
be
to. You need to.
respectful. Gideon Mensah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We know what Gideon Mensah can do.
Yeah. So you make it clear.
Yes, no, we know what
I've
Gideon.
got a position and
Yeah,
Oh, no,
because
be a
Frenchie
different
knows.
But Nanedu, you in every team there are players who are untouchable. Let's not act as
No,
if in
you
every
see-
team.
you see-
no, can you
you
go
see-
to Nigeria and say you sit
Let me
Ademola
tell-
down?
Do you know?
Jordan, who is
Bro, I'm
competing
coming.
with Jordan
I'm
you for the
coming.
number
I'm
9
coming.
position?
See, let
Let's
me-
be real with
Let me tell you,
ourselves.
the
Like, come
reason
on.
why, you see, players that are untouchable have given you consistent performance. The reason why Jordan Ayew is untouchable because he's your top scorer. He's even the second top scorer on the African continent when it comes to the qualified.
Exactly.
That makes him untouchable. Thomas Partey, experience, leadership makes him untouchable. But there are some players in the
every
team.
national team in Africa will be started.
You understand?
Every national team
Yes.
out of the 54 nations.
Yes,
you'll be
you understand?
started.
But Gideon Mensah, see, there's been games Gideon Mensah has been excellent. But you can't tell me, say, in the last 4 or 5 games, no, because Oshe bench now, on say, Obi and
But you don't have. That's the point. You
No,
don't
but
have.
the fact that I don't have doesn't mean, say, those are.
No, it's up to the
I'm
player.
coming. The
Yeah.
fact that ABA maybe where you work, you are the only person behind the sound doesn't mean you go there and just go and do anything. You understand? At least respect the fact that the coach has called
Is
you.
it commitment or performance? I want us to be very, very clear on this.
See,
Is it commitment or performance? Because I know he's committed.
it is not about commitment.
It's
I think it's a performance.
It's performance. So
I think
let's
it's
be
both.
clear.
No, you see, as for commitment, the reason why I don't want to bring in commitment, say, there's been time when he has come. I want to believe Sebia in the last, maybe he hasn't been fully fit because the Gideon
Gideon
Mensah.
Mensah.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe because he realized the player now are in the backup, no. He
Oh,
can't
no,
play.
that's no
You see-
excuse. If you
no,
are
you
playing,
see,
you are
the
playing.
reason why- you see,
That's why it's commitment, performance we are talking about. You get it. Yeah, and I think he's committed.
You see, I don't want to question anybody's commitment because for players, you look at the number of games they've played throughout the season. For them to even calm down, I don't want to question their commitment.
Okay.
You understand?
Right.
But let's talk about the performance. Respectfully, I think saying the performance
It's dipping.
is dipping.
Okay.
And say, you'll be honest. As I can top one top podcast, he should assess
Take it
himself.
seriously.
You
Right.
understand?
Quickly, let's turn our attentions to other games played, and most importantly, quickly the Nigerian game. We saw what happened, and it looks like currently Ghanaians are crying, even though they are still
Crying
on the
We are
verge of
happy.
qualification.
We are
But
happy.
then for Nigeria, even with all the squad they have, they are still struggling. Felix, let me quickly come to you on Nigeria and the fate of this team. You think, where is the problem coming from? Because already it looks like they're out.
I think for Nigeria, the main problem is commitment and dedication, and their over-reliance on a lot of the foreign-based players.
That are those not the quality players on the
You
side?
see, you might have quality players, but if they are not committed to the cause. So for Nigeria, their main problem is the squad. another problem that they have is the management of the national team. Because for 30 months, they haven't been paid bonuses.
The players.
Yes. 30 months. Josiah, some of these players are earning big money. But the small money you give them, they also appreciate. Because some of them, when they even come down to play qualifiers, they need to sort out friends and relatives. So after the game against Mali, Sibo got to the airport. He was going because he has to go back to Spain the same day. He got to the airport. He was giving people money. You understand? But how can you be playing your national team and for 30 months, there is no bonuses? It sometimes can affect the players. So for Nigeria, their management of the national team has been a major problem. You understand? You look at their AFCON qualifiers. They haven't really had issues with AFCON qualifiers. You understand? Because the World Cup qualifiers will always be difficult. Look at the quality of players Nigeria have. We see their performance in the top leagues in Europe. But is it not disappointing that Nigeria is failing to qualify for 2 successive World Cups, which is very, very bad. And I believe that they were in a group that, they could have maneuvered. But you see, look at the quality of players that the South Africans have. You can't compare their squad to the Nigerian squad.
Player for player.
But South Africa brought in Hugo Bruce, who has so much experience, and he navigated them through the qualifiers. And sometimes the administrative aspect of the team is also very important. Look at where South Africa played the game against Nigeria yesterday at Bloemfontein, right? Of all the good pitches and stadiums in South Africa, why did they decide to go and play there? Because the South Africans have players that are used to that particular stadium. They are used to that particular pitch. But the Nigerians, almost all of them played their game. The starting 11, it was only the goalkeeper that plays
in Nigeria, in South Africa.
In South Africa. You understand? But all the players are European-based. Sometimes you need to put in players that are hungry for success. And I believe that Nigeria, you see, at a point, you will need those foreign-based players. But I feel when they come in and the culture around the team, administratively, the people around the team are not, kind of motivated. Some of the players are not motivated. That culture affects the performance of everybody in the team. So Nigeria needs to have a total reset of their football.
Interesting. Nane, do you also think that is the fundamental reasons why they fail to qualify to the World Cup? Because yesterday I saw some good players: Calvin Bassey, Ola Aina, Ademola Lookman, Wilfred Ndidi, Samuel Chukwueze.
To be very honest, do you even think that Lookman should have started that game? He didn't have preseason. He's not playing for Atlanta.
But they need their best players.
No, but you need their best player. But over the past 4 months, he hasn't been playing football.
I think that's one of the reasons why you see Coach Otto Addo even benched Partey in the game against Chad. Perhaps sometimes you have to take it's difficult. But do you think with Nigeria, they just need to reset everything?
Nigeria, at the end of the day, to be honest, when you think about it, we'll be some questions.
Because they have better players than Ghana, player for player.
To me, who say spiritual.
So I think sometimes you need to consider
it boils down to decision making. Because I was just looking at the Nigerian team currently. I will not appoint Chile
as a coach.
Looking at where Nigeria in Edum Pempensowe with their national team, I'll not appoint that coach.
Would have been best.
Coach, I will fail with Mali. You may appoint him for Nigeria national team. No. Looking at where Muduyo were the last AFCON final, going to appoint a coach or qualify to the knockout stage of the AFCON, or failing to do well in the qualifiers in a group Ghana, Comoros, Madagascar. I will not appoint him as a head coach of the national team. That is 1. 2, it looks like chemistry any almost play anymore. Players acquire more of individual play than a team play. And you see, they acquire affect you more. No, almost administratively, I think they have problem. The government, the FA, and in some part of the playing, there are little issues when it comes to Nigeria Football Federation. So I think that these are the 3 main reasons why Nigeria perform when it comes to Africa football.
But I think they will qualify to a World Cup.
Almost got tournaments.
Which World Cup?
Not players near motivated.
Mathematically,
Almost performance different from the qualifiers. What do we say? AFCON we win only 1 home game against Rwanda.
The World Cup qualifiers.
The World Cup qualifiers. We win only 1 home game against Rwanda. What do we first they win World Cup? And you are playing against a country like South Africa. Being South Africa team now, the issue we're discussing. an S factor coach, but average players. So you see, say a hana balance ha. Yeah, what you go Bruce, we go beyond what we are doing now.
That I've told you that you don't. It's not. It's not certain.
You make your
It's
Nigerian
not
point.
certain, please.
This
Thing you say is not certain.
This man, they have
Come on. No, if you tell me, because if we have Hugo Bruce, we'll go beyond that.
No, make your point. Make your point.
Come on.
So those are the various factors I'm afraid say affecting Nigeria. And Nigeria, so I never realize it from social media and friends in Nigeria. It looks like I know a team no a dozen. Or more fans and no more media no expect a lot from the players. So when you see the players playing for the national team, I'm a little bit shaky. It looks like I see a area where
Exactly.
to get the trust of the Nigerians. So these are the four main reasons why I'm forcing Nigeria performance perform.
Interesting. All right, so that's it. A bit elaborate on the AFCON or Africa World Cup qualifiers. And Ghana Premier League is also back. Quickly, let me take your thoughts on the Ghana Premier League. Which team will you be tipping to win the 2025-26 Ghana Premier League season?
This particular season, say league in Anko Kotokwana has, I'll be surprised.
Either Kotoko Hearts.
And come, I'll be surprised. To be honest, they be a say, yeah, born na you come hano. Se Kotoko has a move and Ghana Premier League. Na bibi ne see what team the moon manje. Because everything that you need to win the Premier League, almost was seeing any team in this country. History, playing body, management, what I say, ways and means. Everything that you need to survive and do well in the Ghana Premier League. I don't think there's any club in this country.
So you are tipping either Hearts or Kotoko to go for
this
the title.
particular because of one, the kind of investments governments at the start production and the football association are here. Before the start of the Premier League, almost say every team will receive 1 million.
So it's not just Hearts and Kotoko.
Two, who win the Premier League now? 2 million Ghana cedi. That is around $300,000.
And that's also motivation. That's also motivation for every team.
So that is why I say a teams never fight for the trophy.
Okay.
So if Kotoko has a strategic, nobody decided that is what we are looking for. They have the men to get it.
Interesting. All right. Felix Roma, quickly, your thoughts on GPL. Which team are you tipping to win this season's title?
First of all, I must say that defending the Ghana Premier League is always difficult. If you are not Kwame Nkrumah's were Republicans, if you are not Kumasi Asante Kotoko Hearts of Folk, it will be difficult. So I'm not expecting Gold Stars to defend it. And I think the last 3 Premier League winners have come from the western side of the country. Midiema, Samates, and Bieni Gold Stars. Like Nanedu said, I want to agree with him. I see Hearts and Kotoko challenging. But for Hearts of Folk, one of the things that haven't really helped is recruitment and the fact that they have been moving venues in the last 2 seasons. And when you don't have a consistent venue, it kind of sometimes affects your performance in the league. You play at, even Kumasi, they sometimes play home games in Kumasi. They come to the Legon Sports Stadium. They play at Accra Sports Stadium. And Sogakopa as well. So they need to have a consistent home. The Accra Sports Stadium pitch is very good for the type of football Didi Dramani would want to play. So if Hearts of Folk gets most of their games played at Accra Sports Stadium, they will be a force to reckon. And I think that for the first time, they are getting a manager who've had a huge say in some of the players that have come into the club. And I think in preseason, they've played very good games in preseason. I feel that that would also help. And then let me tell you for a fact, I think that one of the things that Hearts of Folk did in the last 2 seasons was buying Benjamin Asari. He's brought them some leadership at the back, because quite remember some few seasons ago, Hearts of Folk were struggling with goalkeepers. Today, Richard Atta will be imposed, Eric Ofori entry, but they found consistency at the back with Benjamin Asari. He's brought them leadership and he's also their captain as well. And it's quite good. And for him, it is a World Cup year. He needs to be very consistent. And I don't think that he will allow the defense in front of him to derail his chances of going to the World Cup. So the title for me will surely be between Hearts and Kotoko. But like normal surprises, Midiema might determine the destination of it. Bibiani Gold Stars would always be difficult at the Dance Park in Bibiani. And then again, I think Nations, for how good they are,
when it comes to our Premier League, distance that you travel.
Yes. Yeah.
Where your team is located is very important.
All right.
Somebody like Karela, Baseke, where they are coming from. Hohoi, you travel a lot to play games. It will affect your performance. But
I even also forgot to tell you that the European top 5 leagues are returned. City, quick prediction. City United.
Full-time draw.
Full-time draw. City United.
I expect over 2.5. United to win.
A real panther, Charlie. We
United
mentioned
win.
game over 2.5.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? All right, Charlie. That's all
Charlie,
we have for
the
you. But
people are
thanks so
waiting-
much.
The people are waiting for the one top also.
Yeah, it's coming. It's
Yeah.
definitely coming. So the one top odds that will be coming. Now let me also remind you that there's a WhatsApp channel for you. That's where we'll be dropping the odds before we come. We'll be talking fantasy football as well. Don't worry, it's still the one top. International break has really taken a lot of everything. So the link will be in the description below. Just click on the link, join the WhatsApp page, and there'll be more for you over there. Thanks so much to Nanid and then also to Felix Roman. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and then also share the content. But then let's hear from you. Are you happy Ghana is going? Do you want to coach Otto Addo to stay? And then also, if you're Nigerian, what is wrong with Omo Nigeria Super Eagles? My name is Josiah. Thanks so much. See you in the next episode. Bye for now.